Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty MIG spammer, and this is, of course, Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planewalkers. I am playing a best of 7 match against gameslayer, who you probably know from quite a few of my videos already. He will post his own perspective on his own channel. We are not in TeamSpeak together, you are going to have to listen to both of our videos if you want our perspectives. Reason for that is because I am a long-time Magic the Gathering fan. I've played it quite a lot, I have quite a lot of knowledge of this game, and I would like to, lecture you what to do and what not to do. Most likely what not to do, because while I do have the knowledge of this game, I'm quite bad at it. But at least I'll explain why I think what I do is a good job, a good thing, and then you easily see why what I did was probably wrong. I hope I explained this well. Anyway, we're doing this in a semi-tournament format, which means that gameslayer, because he doesn't have the extra expansion packs, ran on 3 packs that he will not play, and he's got 7 packs because it is a best of 7. Now he's gone, great. Anyway, he will be back soon. So anyway, he's playing with, we're playing best of 7, so he's got 7 packs to play with. He cannot play the same pack twice, obviously, and that's about that. So in the last match, if we somehow make it to that match number 7, we'll both know which kind of deck we'll play. Me, on the other hand, I have more decks, so I didn't run on the decks that I will not play, I just ran on the decks that I will play. So the decks that gameslayer will not play out of the... No, I'll just show you which decks we'll play. So Celestial Might, neither of us has. Bone of Flame, nobody has. Pack Instinct, we both have. Dream Puppets, I have, gameslayer doesn't. Goblin Gangland, whatever, nobody has. Obedient Dead, gameslayer does have. Peacekeepers, he has. Exalted Darkness, I have, and he's got it as well. Alright. Ancient Wilds, I have, and he's got as well. Crosswinds, I have, he doesn't have. That's important. Oral Servants, nobody has. Specular Strength, or whatever you're supposed to pronounce it, I have, which is nice. I really like this deck, even though I always lose with it. And nobody has Mindstorms. I don't have Green Mice. And I have Collective Might. So as you can see, gameslayer doesn't have any blue decks, and he only has 1 red deck in the form of Bone of Flame. He does have Bone of Flame, forgot to notice that, mention that. Well, I have every green deck that I have access to, as well as in terms of both pure blue decks and I actually think that's it. No, and I also have the green, yeah, as I said, every green deck and 2 pure blue decks. And I'll start the game with Collective Might. It is not my best deck because I want to save my best deck for when I need to make sure that I'll win a game, but at the same time it is a deck I know quite well, so I should be able to instruct you how to play the game. It is kind of ridiculous, this deck, so we might... Okay, I have returned, and we have started our first game in our best of 7 matches. Now, there was a little bit cut, because unfortunately when playing the game, apparently you have to make sure that you record for a little bit longer than you need to, because otherwise some bad things will happen. It's not a bad starting deck, but I am a little bit mana starved and I do need green mana, so let's draw a new hand. I'm willing to mulligan that, and that's not too bad. Alright, so I started with a green-white deck, as I not mentioned, and the enemy is going for the Peacekeepers. I guess he wanted to get his weakest deck out of the way first, so that he can save up for his more powerful decks. That does make a certain degree of sense. Now, I don't have any card that costs 1 mana, so let's start by casting a card that will in fact let me get additional mana in the next turn. I do see that I lack a little bit of green, so let's go for green. Now, this doesn't give the gameslayer any information because he knows that I'm playing with every single green deck that is in this game, so that's that. But he is going to progressively reveal information about his deck. Now, what I start with is a Celestia Guild Mage, whatever you're supposed to pronounce this guy's name. He's pretty decent, allows me to put more super links and more tokens, and then boost those tokens as well, which is useful. My deck is all about tokens, having as many tokens as I can. Now, this other guy, whatever, let's get a white color on the field as well. Alright, she, Transluminant, as you can see, she can sacrifice herself with the use of 1 white, and in return she'll put a white 1/1 spirit creature token with flank onto the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. Not too bad, especially because it's a 2/2 card, fairly strong on its own. This is my most important card, but I'll talk about it in a moment because I'm running out of time. I need to play something, and this guy is exactly what I need. Now, using her to fight this guy that gameslayer has would be a waste. He's a cheaper one, and he will kill her anyway because he is just capable of doing just that. So I'll probably just let him attack me again when he does, and then strike back with my own card. Now this card, Power Lives, very powerful because as you can see, you can read it for yourself, but I'll read it for you anyway. If an effect would put one or more tokens onto the battlefield under your control, it puts twice that many of those tokens onto the battlefield instead. Very powerful, very nice to have, especially since my deck is all about putting more tokens. This guy, actually never got this guy, which is a little bit strange, but anyway, it puts some more tokens on my field very useful again, and this thing, it plays laugh total because the number of creatures he or she controls, that's an amazing card and I'll save that gladly. Alright, so what I need to do now is cast a little bit more green. Now, do I want to cast this mage right now? Probably not, because Gameslayer is capable of killing him quite easily with his first strike creature. So instead I want to have a couple of flying creatures, because then I'll be able to bypass the enemy's defenders and attack him no matter what he tries to do, which is very nice, isn't it? Obviously not going to attack with my Transluminant, because I'll just get her killed because of the enemy. Keep in mind, creature cards with first strike will attack the enemy cards that without first strike before those cards are even capable of doing anything. So this guy would just kill my Transluminant. My Transluminant would deal no damage to this guy because it would be defeated before it would even be able to do anything. Right, so far so good for Gameslayer. He's got very nice hand, as you can see. Master Decoy is a very powerful card and one that I hate a lot. I'll let Gameslayer attack me. I have a quite decent potential in recovering my damage and blocking the enemy's damage later on when I get a little bit more tokens. So right now blocking this damage would be just pointless in my honest opinion. Okay, let's get a little bit more of white on the field. Now this guy, Garo rather, is fairly nice. As you can see, tap on an untapped creature you control and put a green supplement creature token onto the battlefield. Yes please, this will be very powerful, especially in conjunction with my Power Lives. Sooner or later, the amount of cards I have will start, you know, just increasing and increasing and increasing again, and this will all go out of control fairly quickly. Right now I have 3 cards that can give me some more tokens. This one is just like one-time only use, but the rest isn't. The rest really isn't. In fact, I maybe shouldn't even attack with my spirits, use them to defend my cards, because obviously I want to defend myself from additional damage, and those spirits, they're fairly good at doing so. And every other card I have can be easily killed by Gameslayer. Right now I don't need to rush to kill Gameslayer, right? Because the longer we stay in the game, the more tokens I can summon. So I want to prolong this for as long as I can, make sure I have a bunch of tokens, and then kill Gameslayer. And as you can see, this wasn't the worst idea I had, because now he's got a couple of very powerful and dangerous cards on the battlefield that I need to think about how I want to counter them. Okay, he shouldn't be able to tap a target creature anymore, so I just need to mitigate the damage I can take and maybe even kill one of the enemy's creatures. So this guy is a very cheap card, and sacrificing 2 spirits to kill him, it feels like a waste, but at the same time I think I'll just do so because he's got quite a bit of damage potential, but he does not in fact have a first strike. So let's do just that. I'm sacrificing 2 tokens to kill 1 card. Not probably worth it, I'm gonna be completely honest with you right there, but I will mitigate the damage potential of my opponent and still still have my most powerful cards on the field. Later on I will be able to use the sacrifice while defending to make sure that I shield all the damage that the Gameslayer would otherwise deal to me. Alright, now if I play this card, I'll have 1 white mana card left, which is important because this is what I need to sacrifice this guy. So that's very nice. Power Lives is now in effect. I am not going to attack, and I'm not going to create a Sapperling. Why? Because, well, fairly obvious, I do need to remain this 1 white mana in order to sacrifice my Transluminant later on. Now, what did Gameslayer get? First strike with an additional warrior. Soldier, I mean. That's very problematic because so far he's gaining the momentum that I do not have, which is a little bit problematic. I don't have much to do to stop him, especially with this enchantment that he's got, which is very dangerous. So what I'm going to do now is stop the timer, sacrifice my Transluminant. This way, this guy will not attack me at all, but the benefits of my sacrifice will still go through, and I now have my 2 spirits back. Thank you very much. Because, keep in mind, Power Lives, extra tokens. That's very nice, isn't it? Okay, Hero of the Blade Hold. Battle Cry, which is nice, it will boost the damage of my other creatures when attacking. Whenever a hero of Bladehold attacks, put 2 white 1/1 soldier creatures tokens onto the battlefield tabbed and attacking. Very powerful and nice card. Do I want to actually go with it right now? Yes, I do. That is the short answer to this question. Thank you very much. Now, I'm running out of life quite rapidly, but I do have this card, and if I just, you know, make sure that I have a lot of tokens stockpiled, then I'll be able to recover some health using this card, but I would like to wait for a little bit longer before that. Now, what else do I need to do? Maybe I'll tap an untapped creature, or maybe I cannot really afford to put just a green sapling on the battlefield, so I guess instead I'll just tap an untapped creature with whatever, it doesn't matter which mana I use, and I'm going to tap... let's say this guy, since I don't want to waste him, and this way I've got another 2 saplings. Able to shoot the damage that the gameslayer would otherwise deal to me, and maybe get rid of one of his cards, unless he gets a very powerful heavy hitter in his deck right now. Okay, what is this? Enchantment, which is going... Oh no! He just exiled my creature, didn't he? My most powerful creature exiled. He must be really happy with the cards he's got, because this is a very nice stand for the... How's this his deck called even? Don't remember, something. Peacekeepers, that's right, that's how it's called. Right, so if he attacks me now, then he will 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Yeah, he will kill me, so I need to block this damage, and I will not be able to play this card annoyingly enough, so let's think about how I want to do this. So, let us kill this guy while I can block this guy and block this guy. Oh, I wasn't even able to do so because I ran out of time. This is one problem I have with Magic the Gathering, the timer. I mean, it's nice when you're playing online with random people, but if you're playing with your friends, you should be able to turn the timer off, because, you know, we kind of know each other, you trust each other, and it doesn't really matter if you have the timer or not. Okay, now I still cannot cast this card, which is a little bit sad and annoying, but hey, that's what I guess I'll have to go with. So, timer stopped. I need to get another sapling. So let's just do that. Mana tapping, that's good. So I've got another sapling, and then I can tap one of my creatures to get even more saplings, which is what I probably need to do. So let's just tap the sapling and get additional 2 saplings, which I guess is good. Now I have 5 creatures to block with. I'll be able to block all of the enemy's creatures, and I guess we can keep this up forever, because he has got very powerful hitters, and oh boy, he's got another powerful card. What is this? Flying! He just won. Good riddance, gameslayer. I salute you. He just owned me. I have no flyers. I have no way to stop a creature with flying. That was smart. That was fairly smart. And he played with his worst deck, and he killed me regardless. This is something I should probably mention. I play often against gameslayer. He almost always wins. He is dominating me most of the time, and this is probably going to, you know, continue for the end of times, sadly. Right, what next deck do I want to pick to fight against Slayer? Well, I already have 1 loss, so maybe I should go for Dream Puppets, which is probably my most powerful deck that I have access to, but that's probably what Gameslayer expects me to go for. So instead, I should go for something else, but something that is very powerful regardless. And I think that the answer to that sorry, would be probably, you know what, I think I'll just go for Ancient Wilds. It's a very powerful deck, and it's a lot of green as well, it synergizes nicely, and actually, no, let's just go for big heavy hitters, let's go for Pack Instinct. Now, something I need to tell you about Pack Instinct. This deck, most of the decks, I make sure that I have at most 62 or something cards in my deck. If you have any more, then it is generally a bad idea, because you're less likely to get the cards you want, and so on and so forth. Pack Instinct, however, it is a deck I designed specifically to counter crosswinds for Gameslayer. So it has as many cards as I could fit in, which is 100. Which is something you never should go for unless you expect the enemy to go for Crosswinds deck, because then it counters the Crosswinds fairly nicely. This time around, I didn't change this deck when I'm going into this semi-tournament, so I will have 100 cards. Not the best at all. You should never have 100 cards in the deck unless fighting against Crosswinds, of course. I mean, Dream Puppets. Every time I said Crosswinds, forget about it. I meant to say Dream Puppets. Anyway, I'll go for Pact Instinct and pause the video and restart it once we are in the game. See you later. Okay, we have returned with game number 2. I start with 4 lands, which is not too bad. I also have Emerald Medallion, very nice, lowers the cost of my cards, which is going to be very useful. A most powerful free cost card. I mean, it's a 4/5 strength card, which is amazing, and it costs only 3 mana. That's amazing. And also Garruk's Pack Leader, which allows me to draw additional cards. I like this card. I mean, it's a little bit heavy on the old mana. It does have this Emerald Medallion, which does make it a little bit of an overkill in terms of mana, but at the same time, I don't want to forfeit this Leatherback Baloth because he's a very powerful card, and yeah, I'm willing to take my chances. Okay, I think gameslayer went for the Obedient Dead. It does feel like it. I don't think he's got any other black deck anyway. Actually, no, he does have the Exalted Darkness. Could be that, but I think he went for Obedient Dead. I just feel like it. Anyway, let's go for another mana. Thankfully, I did get a creature. I could get it out and start to deal out some damage to the opponent, but it is more beneficial, in my opinion, to get the Emerald Medallion ASAP. Although if I do that, nothing will change. Next turn, I will be able to put this guy up, but I will be able to do so regardless. But I want to get this thing over with. Yeah, I want to, because, yeah, it does make sense in my head somehow. So basically, no matter what I would do, even if I would put this or would put the other card, I would still be able to cast this guy in the next turn. And yeah, it is Obedient Dead. And look at that, we both have our medallions and we'll be able to cast our cards for cheap now. So now, I think I'm going to cast my most powerful card, which is, of course, hold on a second, that was strange. Green spells cost 1 less. Why was I only able to cast this guy after I got additional mana? Fairly strange. Whatever. And yeah, what on earth? Green spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. And I will still spend 3 mana to cast this guy. That's a little bit strange and a little bit frightening. Is it a bug or is it something else? I don't really know. Anyway, oh great, Gameslayer got his most annoying creature out on the field already. So Liana's Shade is very powerful. Not only does she give Gameslayer additional swamp, but also he can buff her to infinity, which is fairly annoying, as you might imagine. Alright, so let's get my Garruk's Pack Leader. Oh, now the medallion does work because nobody costs 5 mana. Now I was able to get him out with just 4. I'm afraid that the Gameslayer might have some kind of instant that will kill him, but hopefully this will not be the case. If it is, then that's too bad, but yeah, this will be really too bad. I mean, I need this card to stay in for a little bit longer, because if I'm left with this kind of hand, I'm most likely going to use this. Liana's Shade is a very powerful beefy card that when buffed is nearly unstoppable. I don't have any instants I can think of that could kill this card easily. Well, maybe one instant I have, but fairly low chance of getting it. So yeah, that's about it. And Matter, that's what I feared would happen. He did have this instant, yeah. Oh well, I guess this does happen from time to time. And what is this? A Maya Troll. So, oh, great. Choose a card to reveal. Okay, I'll reveal him my forest. I didn't have a chance to read what this card does. So let's reveal forest. And that, I have to reveal everything. Okay, that's good to know. And he will, oh, I see. He will probably destroy some of them. Oh, all of them? I don't remember how the Maya Stove works, honestly. Will he just kill all of them? I don't remember. I cannot look at this card's description. Ah, he just... Okay, he was able to get one of those off the field. I want to see the Maya Stove. Like a player reveals a number of cards from his or her hand equal to the number of swamps you control. You choose one of them that player discards that card. Oh, I see. Okay, that wasn't too bad then. Okay, let's get another one of that. And why not get another Baloth? 4/5 for the win. And also my dear friend. Okay, so my hand is now completely empty, which is a big problem because if I don't get good cards, I'm most likely dead. My Garruk's thingy was supposed to stop that, but I think I played it a little bit too often, or too soon. I was too excited. I should have waited until I have this Baloth and my Garruk's companion on the field. Then I feel like Gameslayer would actually try to kill my Baloth, one of my Baloths, because they're fairly dangerous damage dealers that deal a huge amount of damage. As you can see, he's already down to 12 HP. And then he would maybe waste his Matter, allowing me to actually get my Garruk's better card. But before... Oh, he just, yeah, he had a lot of destroyers. Well, that's black deck. That's what black deck does. It just is able to destroy a lot of your cards. More mana for me. Great. Not really what I'm looking for. I want some kind of enchantment instant, or most likely a very powerful creature that I could use. But whatever, I cannot really complain about additional mana. Actually, I can and I will. because I could use it. Okay, let's attack. No reason to keep my units at the defensive position. Why? Because this Liana's Shade, first of all, he could have killed, but he would lose his Shade, never mind. So because I guess they can just buff the Scare and attack with her with such a big portion of health and damage, toughness and power, how they are called in this game, that I wouldn't really be able to block her anyway, so that it would be efficient, so yeah. And oh, this is nice. This card, Primal Hunt Beast, is hexproof, which means that Gensler cannot target it with any of his abilities. And I think he's dead actually. He doesn't have any more creatures on the battlefield. And wait a second, no, he will buff his Shade and kill one of my cards that I attack him with, but the other one will go through, and then in the next turn, yet again, I'll attack with 2 cards, one of them will go through and finish him off. I'm willing to take the trade, I'm willing to lose one of my cards. That's exactly what is going to happen. Gensler will buff his Shadow, kill my Bailiff, but that's perfectly fine with me, because, as I said, I'll do additional 3 damage to Gensler, and then in the next turn I'll just need to deal 2 damage to kill him, and I think I have the cards to do so. He's still got 2 cards in his hand, so if he gets another creature, I might not necessarily be able to do that. But then again, if he uses all of his mana to actually cast this creature, which would be scary because this would be a very powerful creature, then he wouldn't really be able to block me efficiently. So it all depends on what Gensler has now. He's unable to kill me in this turn. No way in a billion years. If he attacks me with this Shadow with maxed out buffness, yeah, he's just going to deal some honorable damage because he knows he's dead. So he will just amplify the damage he can deal and walk out of the field dead, but defeated in an honorable fashion. So let's keep blocking. I'm not retarded, thank you very much. I can take this damage. There we go. He's watching the damage effects, and he didn't cast any other cards, obviously. And now, you know what, just to add salt to the wood, let's kill his Shade. Because, hey, why not? Oh, that's so cute. That's the Easter that I was talking about when I said that I might actually be able to kill this Shade. And let's kill Gensler. So far, it's going relatively well. 1-1. I did lose the first battle in a pretty big manner. But then again, my second battle, I was able to win. And it was fairly nice, wasn't it? Alright, so let's think about what kind of deck do I want to use next. I think I need to follow my initial blow dealt to Gameslayer, right? So now we are 1-1, but he lost 1 game, so his morale must have dropped a little bit after this humiliating defeat he just suffered. So let's go for my most powerful deck, Dream Puppets. It's a very powerful deck, and I'm most likely going to win with this. I say, feeling like I'm going to lose. But let's try to go for it anyway and see how we do. Alright, we are back with game number 3. This time with Dream Puppets. That's right, that's what I'm playing. And a horrible deck with only 1 land. Draw a new hand. This time 4 hands. A Howling Mine right off the get-go. A Thought Scour, which is nice. And a Wheel and Deal. Any number of target opponents, each discards... each discards his or her hand and draws certain cards. Draw a card. Yeah. I don't have any creatures, but first of all, I ran out of time, and secondly, I think, hold on a second, I think I'm gonna go for Thought Scour right off the bat, because, hey, why not? Also drawing additional card is not too bad. So let's start the massacre right away. I got additional land, not exactly what I was hoping for. I really need at least 1 creature to be able to defend myself. Also, he's going for a lot of, flames and whatnot. Also, the Firebrand I was able to discard. Okay, so his deck, because he cannot play as the Goblins, that's the deck he randomed that he doesn't have. So he will rely on a lot of heavy hitters and a lot of instants that do a lot of damage. So what I need is some kind of creatures with hexproof, if I have any. Don't have too many of those, sadly. Also, I need to just survive for as long as I can and card starve Gameslayer. Meanwhile, he will try to do as much damage as he can to my very own self, because I don't have a lot in terms of defense. My deck doesn't have a lot of creatures, and the creatures I have are not the best when it comes to defending. Right, this guy cannot play just yet, but he is a very nice guy. This Phantom, very powerful card, because sooner or later he'll become a 5/5 creature, which is very powerful. I could... yeah, let's just play him right away. Gameslayer will probably kill him, but I do have Into the Royal, so I will be able to return my card if I need to do so. If he, for example, targets it with some kind of damage dealing ability, because I do need to have at least 1 creature left on the battlefield. If I don't, then, you know, I'll be an easy target, and I don't like being an easy target. So 3 mana is plenty. What does he cast? A Phoenix. That's a very annoying card because yeah, he can return it from his graveyard whenever he casts, whenever he deals damage to me, so that's a little bit annoying. I'll let him damage me this one time. Next time I will just use Into the Royal to block him. Okay, I've got more mana, and now I can actually cast first of all. Tap like a creature, it doesn't tap. That's fairly nice. I think I'm going to go for Crippling Chill, just to make sure that this Phoenix is not going to do much. Actually, isn't it an instant? Yes, it is. I should have saved it until the next turn. I'm such a dummy. I usually am when I'm recording stuff, but let's ignore my stupidity, okay? Let's pretend like it never happened. Anyway, dealt 1 damage against him. Might as well, because I've seen more than once when a guy with Dream Puppets was able to actually kill the enemy before drawing his cards to a mere 0. Because when you have no more cards in your library, then you just lose, because, you know, you cannot draw from an empty library, and you have to draw in this game. If you cannot, then you're dead. That's as simple as that. Okay, let's get another mana. What's that? At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws 2 additional cards. That's fairly nice, but I need more of other stuff. So first of all, Sapphire Medallion, fairly powerful card, allowing me to cast other things for cheaper. Then what I want is, I think I'm actually gonna go for Into the Royal. Wow, why? Because actually, I could make him lose his entire hand. I feel like doing so. Yeah, he's got 7 cards in his hand. Might as well make him waste his entire hand. Let's do that. It's a rather nasty thing to do, but I'm gonna draw a card and he's going to waste a lot of stuff, as you can see. It's just gone. He's got a new hand at his disposal, but now my card is a beastly 5/5, and I'm more than capable of blocking one of those creatures. Gameslayer can still attack me with both of them, sacrificing with the Phoenix most likely, and dealing damage with this guy, who will probably just buff. But Seeing Spear, and he will just deal damage. Oh, I see. He is dealing a lot of damage to my creature, just making sure that it dies. I see, fairly smart. He's you know, taking care of the only creature I have, and it is in fact the only creature with flying I have, I just realized, which might pose a little bit of a problem, sadly. I still cannot believe I didn't cast my instant at my enemy's turn to tap this Phoenix for longer. I was such a dummy. Well, that's not a problem. I think Gameslayer is going to win just because of the single one mistake. So you have to be always careful and always, you know, at the ready when you're playing this game, because otherwise you're gonna lose in a fairly major way. This time, however, this is a sorcery. I have to cast it now because I'll be unable to cast it in the enemy's turn. So let's just cast the Sleep, so that I've got an additional 10 of peace. I think that's a fairly good idea. Yes, I want to cast it on my opponent, not on myself, you dummy. So those cards will not be able to untap. And now what I want is probably some kind of creature, or I cannot cast this fountain. Alright, that's understandable. I don't want to cast Into the Royal just yet. So a more beefy card that I can block with. Oh, actually, no, a card that is better at making sure that the enemy wastes his cards. So this guy can use 1 mana. Okay, this got 2 cards, and okay, so the Entrancer is a better card. It also costs small, so I might as well get him on the field and start working with him as soon as I can. I don't think I'll be able to kill against via the damage dealing ability. I'll just have to make sure that his creatures stay, you know, tapped at all times, get them back into his hand whenever possible, and just try to survive, which is going to be a little bit difficult. I'm already down to 9 health, not doing too great, but he lost a lot of his cards already. I do need to get my Font of Mythos ASAP on the field so that he wastes even more cards, and another Phoenix. And that's fairly bad, because the power of Gensler's deck is that he can just get those Phoenixes back from his graveyard to your hand over and over and over again, which is kind of counterintuitive. And what's that? A Dragon Hatchling? Okay, he can be a very dangerous card if overlooked, and by now Gensler has 4 cards, all of them have flying. I have nothing with flying, and I cannot stop him in any way, shape or form. I can make one of Gensler's creature go back into his hand, which is nice. That's what I will need to do, so let's do that. And make sure that he doesn't have one of his more powerful damage dealers. In fact, you know what is more dangerous than those phoenixes? Those guys, because he can just buff them and kill me instantly. So let's just make sure that he doesn't have those dragons. Not dragons, drakes, whatever. Then, into the royal, I think I am going to kick it. Wait a second, do I want to kick it? No, I don't, because then I will be able to cast the Font of Mythos in the same turn. So let's not kick it. I don't feel like I need to draw anything anyway. So let's get that on the field, return this thing back to Genslayer's hand, and then also get the Font of Mythos, so that he wastes his cards a little bit quicker. I'm still think I'm going to die. I don't have anything that is flying, anything that can survive the onslaught of Genslayer's powerful damage dealers. I don't have anything in terms of defense. I'm just trying to buy my time. He will be able to deal 6 damage to me instead. So unless I get some powerful flyer, some kind of more slip cards or something else along the lines of awesome, I'm going to die in the next turn. Very unfortunate. And I feel I did that because I could have made the enemy Phoenix stay asleep for longer. But even then, this wouldn't buy me all that much time, because then Gensler got his other 4/2 Phoenix, who's a very powerful card, deals a lot of damage anyway, and now he's got Chandra's Fury. And he'll just... Oh, is he going to kill me right away? I think he might. Yeah, Chandra's Fury. No, he will not. Yes, he will. He can attack me now, and that's it. That's game. So, that took a turn for the worse. In my defense, I can tell that the red deck is actually fairly decent at countering the blue deck I'm playing right now, because I don't have a lot of counter spells, if any. I think I have few, but not a lot of them. And Gensler can just pop out those phoenixes, those powerful damage dealers that he can buff, and I don't really have much in terms of defense. So 1-2, so far it's pretty close to the chest, but I think like things are not going too well. Okay, let's, just because I wanna play with Specular Strength. I'm most likely going to lose with this deck. I lose with it most of the time. I think I only won with it once against Gameslayer, which is not a lot. But let's try and do this anyway. Also, I did notice that whenever I stop recording with fraps in this game, then apparently the video cuts off earlier than when I stopped recording, so a few moments of silence so that I do not cut my own text. Thank you. Alright, we're here with my beautiful green and black deck, and this is a horrible starting hand. So many lands, so few units. Let's draw a new one. Let's see, 3 lands but no dark ones. And this can just give me additional... Oh, any land cards. That's not too bad. I can get him on the field and get my black land card this way. Let's do that. I don't want to start the game with just 6 cards in my deck. Hand, I mean, because this would be quite a bit handicap, so let's just do that. Yet again, Gensler has no idea which deck I'm going for, because they don't have a lot of green, so it could be just literally everything. And oh no, I think I know what he went for. He went for Ancient Wilds, I think, a very powerful deck that he is going to do a very nice job at countering my deck. And I still have no swamp cards, which is a little bit annoying. In the next turn, I'll get my Yamriel Elder, so I will be able to actually get a new card. But it will take a while. As you can see, he gives me access to additional cards when he dies, or when I sacrifice him, or when both occur, but not before that. Not before that, unfortunately. And I still don't have any swamps, which is very problematic, especially since Blood Artist is amazing. I want him on the field ASAP. The sooner he's on the field, the better, because then I'll just be able to, you know, start taking pot shots on Gameslayer, and this would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Anyway, come on, Gameslayer. I know you went with Ancient Wilds. I can feel it. Just go at me, come at me. You've got plenty of lands. By now you should be able to cast something and just be mad. Yeah, that's what I knew. He has his main card as well. Not his main card, but a very powerful one. He basically turned his forest into a 4/5 3/4 creature, which acts as both a land and a creature. That's so sick, so powerful, so not fair and OP. This should be a legendary card because it's just so powerful. I mean, 4/5 and 1/1 at a cost of just 3 mana, which is way better than what I had in my other green deck. So I can sacrifice this guy, but I would rather keep him on the field for now, use him to block the damage of this Tree Folk, and as a direct result of that, I will gain my extra card anyway, which is a good idea, is it not? Still, I have a lot of green mana, but I really need black mana, as in swamps, because all of my cards actually require swamps, and I don't have any of them so far. Okay, False Mage, that's very annoying because he will just give his creature a 2/2. Very smart decision over here. Basically, he knew that I will block the Tree Folk anyway, and sacrifice my creature, so he just made sure that he would deal some damage to me anyway. Very smart play from him. Unfortunately, I wish that was not the case, so let's pause timer, sacrifice Elder, and draw a Black Swamp and yet another Black Swamp, because I really do need those. And also I drew a Forest card as an additional bonus because I sacrificed this guy and that was his effect. Not too bad so far. Not too good either, but not too bad. Okay, what is this? That's destroy all non-land permanent and all other permanents with the same name as the permanent. Very good against the Goblin deck. Sadly I cannot use it on the Forest because it is actually a land, annoyingly enough. So I need something else, so let's think. I need something to block the damage that gameslayer is doing to me right now, so I could use Consume Strength in conjunction with something else. But I don't have really anything else just yet, so let's start by putting this Flying Zombie on the field, and then in the next turn I'll use Consume Strength to kill one of the enemy's cards, and also maybe, just maybe, be able to also pop out my Blood Ashes to start taking pot shots on my enemy. I don't think I'll be able to block anything with this turn, because gameslayer does have those beastly beefy cards. But, and he will, oh come on, a Death Touch with Reach. That's just an insulting luck that gameslayer has right now against me. Wow, I cannot believe it. Oh well, that's good to know. He will not attack me with anything else because I'll be able to kill it and gain extra, you know, 1+1 counters. +1/+1 counters, that's what I was trying to say. So let's just take this damage like a boss, annoyingly enough. That's it. Fortunately, I do have quite a few ways of killing the enemy's cards, so I will be able to start doing so in a moment. What is this card I got? Enchanted Creature, which gives me +2 and trample. So that's not too bad, and I can get Rancor back. Okay, so what do I start with? Let's get a Blood Artist on the field, because it's a very nice card that I like to have. And then let's follow it up with Consume Strength. Give extra strength to my flyer so that I can deal some damage to gameslayer. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to save it, so if gameslayer attacks me with anything, then I'll be able to kill it. And kill additional card as well, because with this card being a 5/5, I will be able to kill the Forest and not die in the process. So let's just save the mana I have. Now, sadly, I took such a long time thinking about this that the gameslayer will know that something is fishy, especially since I didn't attack now that I had the chance to. So he'll probably play it smart, play it safe, and not attack me. Also, he is mana starved, but he's got such powerful cards that it doesn't really matter. So gameslayer, if you complain that you're mana starved, then F you, because you get such amazing starting cards for that cost less than 3 mana. I mean, Reach with Death Touch is amazing. This guy is fairly decent, but not that great. And this guy, Awaken Energy Rate, he is very powerful. Anyway, gameslayer probably thinks what kind of card I have right now, but we played so often together, he most likely knows that it is the Consume Strength, and he'll not attack me this turn. He's also very careful about what oh, that's his main card. Yeah, this card basically, this is the signature card of his deck. He'll be able to bounce this card back and forth between everything, and this would be annoying. I did get this guy who's very nice and powerful, so let's think about how I want to do this. I do need to kill either Paradox if I can somehow. Can I do anything to actually kill him instantly? I can use the Maelstrom Pulse, which I probably should do. I'm going to do so. I need to get rid of his signature card because it is very strong, very powerful, and if he starts bouncing, I want him to lose 1 life, yes please. And if he starts bouncing this guy back and forth, he'll just have an army of Treefolks, very difficult to deal with, and I don't want this to be the case. Okay, I need to save my mana so that I can, you know, buff my my zombie later on when gameslayer attacks, but if I can put just 1 additional creature on the enemy's graveyard, then this will be it. Can I actually cast this and then this card? Yes, indeed I can. So why don't I do just that? Enchanted Creature has +2 and trample. So let's do that. And this enchantment doesn't die when my creature dies, which is also very nice. And let's continue. I think it's a very safe bet. I'm not going to attack again. I need to be able to block this Treefolk. He will do too much damage to me otherwise. Besides, gameslayer still has got his Death Touch creature, which he can use to kill my zombie instantly, which would be not the best. Also, I will kill this Death Touch as soon as I can with my Divine Strength, Consume Strength, because I'll buff my zombie when he's defending so that he can kill whatever is attacking him and survive this, so that, you know, I can still use him later on. And at the same time, I'll be able to give -2/-2s to one of the enemy's creatures, and this will most likely be the Fallen World Archer. So that I can later on start taking pot shots at the gameslayer and win the game as a direct result of that. Okay, what is this? Okay, he just gained 5 life, that's very annoying. And he leaves, when this guy leaves the battlefield, he will gain a very powerful beast creature token, which is not the best, sadly, but there isn't much I can do to stop that. Okay, got another green land. I really need black cards, however, which is a little bit annoying. Alright, if I cast this guy, I'll only use forest cards, which is good. I think I'm going to do just that. Every turn that Gameslayer does not attack me now, I'll gain an additional wolf, which is nice for me. Can I cast anything else but still be able to cast Consume Strength? No, so just wait for a little bit longer. It is going to be a match of waiting. I don't have to hurry up, I've got plenty of time. Also, I know that Gameslayer will probably get this card at some point, this instant card that will let him force one of my cards to attack his card, but then I've got Consume Strength ready just for that, so that I will win any duel that Gameslayer can come up with, which is going to be mostly effective. Right, so let's wait for what he does, and that's very bad. 3/3 for all his creatures and trample as well. Is he actually going to be able to kill me in this turn? If he is, then I'm going to be really mad. Alright, let's stop timer and start thinking about this. Wow, I still can. I definitely have to use Consume Strength. So I will put it on my Master of the Wild Hunt, so he'll become a 5/5 creature, and he will be able to kill the Awakened Druid entirely. So let's do just that. So yeah, that will be that, and then weaken the forest so I can kill it, and it will not be able to kill me. No, he will still be able to kill me. So instead, let's weaken this guy. He will still be able to kill me. Man, this is annoying. So let's choose this guy, and then the rest will still be able to kill me. That's very annoying. I think I made a mistake right there. I should have buffed my guy. Too late now. I'll get rid of his more powerful card, I guess, because I made a grave error. I just realized it's too late now, however, so I can't really do anything about that. Okay, so first of all, this guy kills him. He can do so without any penalties. This guy is a flyer and whatnot. He'll be able to easily kill whatever he wants to, but he'll also die as a direct result. Alright, every creature also has trample, I just realized. Yeah, no matter what I do, I'm going to die, sadly. So, just do it like this, I guess. I made a very big error, sadly, which is going to cost me my game. Yeah, I guess I can kill me now, actually. He's got 5 plus 7, that's 12, actually, but he also will deal some extra damage from the other cards he's got. I made a very big error. I should have buffed my zombie. I actually survived this, but I lost my most powerful card. So that's very bad, a very big mistake I made, and yeah, he will lose a bunch of lives. Wow, he lost a lot of life. A lot of life. My Blood Artist actually walked even though he died, which is very nice. And I will gain a wolf, but Gensel will gain a 3/3 beast because I killed this card of his. Very annoying, not much I was able to do about it though, so that's a problem. Oh well, oh well. Okay, I've got my emissary, and when he dies I will be able to get myself some extra black lands, so that's nice. I need to get more creatures on the battlefield to block the enemy creatures, that's very important. So first of all, let's get rid of the enemy player's cards. Yeah, that's very important. Let's do just that. So he's got less flexibility in the next turn. I cannot believe what a kind of stupid mistake I made. Man, it's annoying. It's really annoying. I mean, I should have kept this card alive. Although then again, I'm not sure if I would be able to keep the Master of the Wild Hand alive and still survive. And oh boy, he lost very powerful cards, which means that he's got probably even more powerful cards in his hand right now, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, what else do I want to put on the battlefield right now? Why not buff my token? Because keep in mind, this enchantment cannot be destroyed, which is very nice, and my token can now kill a very powerful card of my enemy. Get my emissary on the field so that I can get more black cards ASAP, and in the next turn I will be able to get my blood floor connoisseur, which is, I guess, French. I know what it means, by the way. You don't have to laugh at me. I mean, everybody knows. Okay, anyway, let's see what the gameslayer does. He's got 2 cards left in his hand. This could be anything. Wolfbrow element. Oh no, not this thing. No! Okay, so he's gonna get a lot of wolves. And also a very powerful card. That's bad. They are still, you know, not able to do anything in this stand, but it feels like gameslayer has managed to get the advantage over me. He's got the upper hand, and he might actually be able to win this duel. Am I recording, by the way? Yes, I am. It was important for me to check. Alright, I still am in this, don't get me wrong. I might get a very powerful card, and my deck does have some very powerful cards that get more powerful the more cards are in the graveyard. And by now there are plenty of cards in both graveyards. So if I can get, for example, this card that can become more powerful the more cards are in graveyard and also regenerate itself, man, this would be amazing, wouldn't it? So anyway, gameslayer is taking his sweet time. I'm afraid he might have disconnected. If that's the case, then okay, he didn't disconnect. Good to know, good to know. Okay, another wolf for me, and look what look who's back, look who's back. Yes, I do like this card a lot, so that's that. And also Bloodful Connoisseur, I do want her, and also I want to stop the timer. I don't think I'll sacrifice anything to just to put a counter on her, but let's see. Tap all untapped wolf creatures you have, each will deal damage to target creature. Oh, I see. So I can basically kill against this creature relatively easily using all of my wolves. Don't really want to do that. I do want to just be able to defend with my wolves and stay in the game for as long as I possibly can. Let's skip attack. I want everything on the defensive. I want to survive the next 10 and the 10 after that and the 10 after that. Basically, as long as I have the Master of the Wild Hand, I gain in power, and gameslayer doesn't. And he's got, oh boy, he's got a very powerful card, I think. Alright, first of all, let's kill something that will not kill this guy. So let's use him on this guy. Let's use her on use this guy on this, use this guy on this guy on that, this guy on the other wolf. Where's the other wolf? I cannot see the other wolf. I cannot see. Oh, there it was. Oh, that's annoying. And a beast within. That's mildly annoying. Okay, what is he targeting? He's targeting this thing. That's very annoying. Okay, let's at least sacrifice this creature. Okay, and also sacrifice. What am I blocking? A free creature? Okay, let's sacrifice my other wolf then, so that I can actually kill the enemy's beast. So that's at least something, I guess. Now, I didn't have enough time to block yet again. Very annoying that there is this battle timer. If I had a little bit more time, then I would be able to block more efficiently with my wolves. I wasn't quite able to do that, sadly, but I still was able to deal a nice amount of damage to my enemies. I'll gain additional swamp card as a result of that, and my flying zombie will gain more power as well. And now gameslayer has no more cards in his hand, so all of a sudden things are not going too poorly. Also, a swamp is always useful. I'm gonna get my +2 trample card back in my hand, which is also good, and my elf. That's good to know, because I don't really want to sacrifice him now, but at least he's there, he will be able to shoot me from those wolves, and also, why not give me a little bit more damage on this bad boy, so that I can kill. Okay, this guy is able to kill gameslayer in 3 turns, gameslayer is able to kill me in 2. So I need to be careful at what I do, but I can block one of those wolves and this way, and kill him, so gameslayer will need 3 turns to actually kill me. Same goes for me, but I will be able to like sacrifice, block the enemy wolf, and gain extra counters on this guy. So maybe I'll only need 2 turns to actually kill gameslayer. Also, did I really not attack? Did I not attack? I didn't attack. I wanted to attack. Come on. I think I somehow missed the opportunity to attack. Maybe I was retarded or something. Very much a possibility, but at the very least, gameslayer is unable to attack me in this turn as well, which is not ideal, to be honest, because now he starts stockpiling the cards in his hand. Who knows what he might have there? Well, actually, it doesn't matter what he's got over there, because he's going to lose it now anyway. Oh, that's so beautiful. That is so beautiful indeed. Also, oh, a Primodex! He has a Primodex! This is so amazing. Wow, he must be mad, because now I can kill him in 2 turns, and unless he gets an amazing card draw, there's nothing he'll be able to do about that, and we'll actually be tied 2-2 in this series. Which is amazing, way better than what I expected. I thought he would just kill me 4-0, but gameslayer is actually unable to do so. So I guess on camera I make even more silly mistakes than usual, but even though that happens, I'm still doing relatively okay. Now, I don't think I really need to kill this wolf, because I can just sacrifice this guy for additional card, which is what I would rather do. Yeah, whatever, use any mana. I will not kill the enemy's wolf, but honestly, I could care less. Because I got another... Do you see what I just got? I got another flying zombie. Wow, this is huge. Okay, and also I got one of my most powerful cards, which gives +1 to all my green and black cards. And if they are both black and green, then it's +2. And another flying zombie. Wow, this is such an overkill. Man, for a second I was almost certain I was going to lose this match, but then all of a sudden, bam! And I'm back in the game, and I won it in such an amazing, beautiful style. Gameslayer had nothing to say, and I spanked him on his knees, which I don't know what it really means, but whatever. So that's it from me. 2-2, we're still going strong in our best of 7. And what kind of deck do I want to use next? I already used a lot of those, so let's think. I'm really kind of annoyed that I don't have all Senvets because it's my favorite deck. I have the most unlocks in this guy. I mean, I don't actually have the most unlocks in this guy. I have decks where I have more unlocks, but whatever. Mindstorm is also a very interesting one, but I cannot really use that. So let's think. Ancient Wilds, I could use. Crosswinds. Dream Puppets, I already used. I think I'm going to go for Crosswinds. No, it's too weak. I don't really like Crosswinds too much anyway. I think I'll go for Ancient Wilds, what Gameslayer I just went for. But in my case, it should be much better this time around, shouldn't it? Yeah, because I already used the pack. I don't like the Exalted deck, because it's not that great in my honest opinion. Yeah, let's go for that. Ancient Wilds for the win. I'll restart recording in a moment. We're back with our game number 5. And it's a good starting hand I just got. Lots of cheap cards. The Bond Beetle is especially nice. I've got Ambassador Oak, very nice card. The card that Gensei used in our previous match and was used to great effect, I have to admit. Yeah, I like this hand, I really do. And Giant Growth, it's a very powerful instant that you can just pop out of nowhere and all of a sudden win when your opponent thinks you would otherwise lose. Evolving Wilds. Wait a second, what kind of... Oh, he's got the Exalted Dead. Yeah, he went for the Exalted Dead. That is going to be a little bit of a problem because his deck will actually be able to do a lot of damage to my deck. Okay, now he knows what deck I have because this is my last green deck that I have access to. Besides, Bond Beetle is only in a single deck anyway, so by now he would know it as well. Anyway. So, let's just wait for the next turn. I do have a Beast Within. That's an instant. I could just get that on the field, which is nice. I mean, this Beast Within, while a 3/3 green beast is very powerful, at least it doesn't have Exalted, so that's one thing. That's positive. So if Gensei attacks me with something more powerful than 3/3, then by all means I should use it. No questions asked. I still don't have my Primodax, which is a little bit annoying, but I do have Ringos of Calonia, which is a good thing to have. So I think I'm just going to cast it right now, especially since I have nothing else to cast at this moment, unfortunately. Is there any point in me attacking? No, Gensei will just block the damage and nothing will happen. And he, on the other hand, will be able to attack me in the next turn because he's exalted, he boosts his own damage by 1 whenever he attacks with just a single creature. Even if he is the one creature that attacks. Which is very annoying, and he actually didn't attack me. Oh, because he wouldn't be able to do anything in anyway, right. He did the same thing I did, just didn't attack me because there was no reason to do that. Okay, maybe I should use the False Mage to give my creature a 2/2, or I could just pop this ring on my Beetle. I'll still have some mana left and be able to cast my Giant Growth to kill Gensei's card, so let's do just that. And do I want to attack? Is there any reason to? I mean, if I get the Giant Growth, I would get 4/5, so I would be able to kill the enemy's this card, but let's not waste a Giant Growth on that. Let's just have it for later if necessary. Also, this ring will now continuously buff my Bond Beetle, giving it more and more juice. And sooner or later it will become invincible. No, it will not. It is still going to be just a fairly weak creature with a lot of counters on it and with Trample as well. Trample is nice, but it's nothing all that incredibly amazing, don't get me wrong. Okay, Gensei, what are you going to do? Come on, come at me, bro. Come at me. Do what you want to do. He's really afraid I have something powerful. He knows it's Giant Growth. I'm very certain of it. I mean, it's fairly obvious. I did wait my turn out when I didn't have to, so he has to assume I have an instant or sorcery or some kind of other creature I can just cast whenever I want, which would indicate flash, by the way. Okay, so he's got the same kind of ring, unknowingly enough, because it's a very powerful thing. It does allow him to regenerate whatever he wants as well, so that's a problem. It only works on black creatures, but he's got a lot of black creatures, so this is problematic, I have to admit. But at least my Mount Beetle has a 1 counter advantage on him because he started gaining this counters faster. Also now Gameslayer is going to be able to deal a lot of damage to me because he's got a flyer. I cannot do anything to this flyer. I have nothing to attack flying creatures, and he can just exalt it to amazing powerfulness, which is a problem. Alright, that's a very good card to have. Acidic Slam, I will gladly use it to destroy one of the enemy's things when I have the mana. Sadly I'm mana staffed, so I cannot do that. Now can I? I have tempted to actually replace this guy with a 3/3 green beast, just cause then he wouldn't be able to fly. Yeah, well, let's save it for the next turn, and in the next turn I'll just use it to destroy the enemy flyer, and as a direct result of that, he will actually not be able to attack with it, which is nice. I do not need to attack because then I will just regenerate his duty bound dead and wouldn't take any damage from my attack anyway, so that would be pointless. And I would be able to block with my Bond Beetle if I needed to in the next turn as well, so this would be stupid, wouldn't it? And what he's got is a very annoying flying exalted card, less powerful than this black guy, but still fairly powerful, so I need to deal with him somehow, but not with Beast Within. I mean, it would just boost this guy's... No, it wouldn't boost his damage. I mean, he wouldn't have a flyer anywhere after that anyway. But let's just do that. Beast Within. Bye! You're not going to attack me. So that was a simple way of getting rid of this card. Now, I guess I can still attack me with a fairly powerful 3/3 creature, but he still had a free power creature that would deal 3 damage to me every turn, plus the damage from Exalted effects. So I think I did... I think it was a wise decision. Better to have a 3/3 non-flyer than a 3/1 flyer that can be buffed by exalted guys. And I still last staffed. Man, that was really unlucky. Okay, I can give my Bond Beetle a +2. Wouldn't really help me at all. Wouldn't help him whatsoever. And I wouldn't be able to cast my Giant Growth either, which doesn't matter anyway because he's got a guess he has a flyer. So yeah. Yeah, let's just put this guy on the field for now. Why not? And buff my Bond Beetle to have even more power on him, and I could attack now. No reason. I guess I can just block with his duty bound dead, regenerate him. Nothing would happen in the end result, and my Bond Beetle would no longer be actually able to block, which is mildly annoying, isn't it? So yeah, what Gameslayer is just going to do is continue attacking me with his flyer. Because he's exalted and he's got other exalted cards in his deck, he'll be able to increase the amount of damage he deals anyway. And unless I get something with Reach and Death Touch, which there is plenty of in my deck, but I cannot random it, unfortunately, then I'm in a lot of trouble. Also, he's got a very powerful wall that I cannot get through, and it also has Exalted, because hey, why not? That's why Exalted Darkness is so annoying and dangerous. And I think I'm going to play it with as my next deck if I lose this game. If I don't lose this game, then I will play with Crosswinds instead, I think. Okay, now he's going to buff his beast. And I'll have to sacrifice my Force Mage to actually kill him. Because yeah, I don't have Giant Growth, I cannot buff my Bond Beetle to actually kill this guy. So let's just make sure I don't take this damage, which is good. I lost my Yeva's Force Mage, but as I said, doesn't matter whatsoever this Force Mage to me. He lost his usefulness already, so why would I keep him? Especially since I have another one in my deck. Alright. And finally, Pramadox... Oh. No! It's good that I have a Pramadox, yeah, that's my most important card, but I have no mana! So what on earth am I going to do? I cannot put out this Force Mage, I mean... No, I cannot put him down. I would rather just keep my Giant Growth in case Gameslayer attacks me again. Yep. That's not going too well now, is it? I mean, I'm continuously mana staffed. I have no way to actually increase the amount of mana I have, and that's going to die as a direct result of it. I mean, I guess some people would call it the beauty of Magic the Gathering. But sometimes it is really annoying, especially since it tends to happen to me a lot of the times. As in, almost every time I play against gameslayer. Look at that, he's got 5 mana. 5 mana is not that much. I mean, I guess he's a little bit mana starved on his own, but 5 is way more than 3, and his deck doesn't require a lot of mana anyway. Most of his cards cost 3 or less mana anyway. While my deck, almost everything I have costs 4 or more mana, and I only have 3 mana cards. I mean, Planewalkers 4 mana, Acidic Slime 5 mana, and this thing 5 mana as well. And Ambassador Oak 4 mana, so I cannot do anything, annoyingly enough. Okay, let's see, Gameslayer attacks me with this guy. Don't know why he would do that. Oh yeah, because he does have Exalted, so he will be able to buff him to near infinity. I guess he's just testing me if I have this card or not. He might think that I don't have it and I was just trying to scare him off, but I do have my card. Wait, I didn't even have a chance to block it. So let's block the damage. Yeah, let it go through. Pause the timer and buff my card. Now I'm afraid Gensei has something similar, but I don't think he actually has an instant like this. No, he doesn't, so that's good. I'll be able to kill this beast. You're dead. My thingy survives, Bond Beetle, which is nice, and I was able to not take any damage for an additional 10 while Gensei lost his powerful token. He still has a fly that can attack me every 10, but at least that's not as dangerous because it only has 1/1. It is only a 1/1 creature, and finally additional mana. So you know what I can start doing? I cannot put my Primadex. Why? Because then at the start of my next turn, I would have to move my Bond Beetle back to my hand and lose all those tokens. So instead, I'm gonna go for the Ambassador Oak. I can move him back to my hand and then keep juggling him into my hand and back from my hand and keep gaining those F warriors, which is very nice. Force Mage can do the similar thing with similar effect fairly efficiently, but you know what, I don't really want to do that, thank you very much. Again, no point in me attacking against I would just regenerate his creature, and now I'm able to at least make sure that this duty-bound dead can attack me. Actually, he can attack me, he's got enough. Yeah, first of all, he can regenerate. Secondly, with all the exalted stuff, he can... GG, I guess I won. This is his signature card. Yeah, he won. He won, that's it. GG. I have nothing else to say. Guess I do whatever you want to. You won. Literally. Also, he's kind of stupid for not attacking his duty-bound dead. I can't kill him no matter what I do. I mean, I could use... Even if I used all my cards, he could just regenerate him and still kill all my cards while not losing his own card as well. But I guess he cannot fly over me and still deal a ton of damage because he's exalted. And I have no Easter that could actually kill this guy. Nope. So I guess I was very lucky by having me so unlucky that only now I'm actually starting to gain mana. That's too late, in fact. I can gain 5 life, which is not going to save me. Yeah, and then again, the 3/3 beast, which is, I guess, what I have to do. I guess I can get rid of this land, which is something. So let's actually do that. Let's get rid of this exalted land, so Gensei has a little bit less exalted thingies going for him. So that's nice. This card also has Death Touch, so it can kill whatever Gensei attacks move. Except this guy is flying, so he can fly straight past me, which is a little bit annoying, isn't it? And now, no matter if I attack or not, this isn't going to change anything, because this guy will be blocked by duty-bound dead, he will regenerate, so nothing... Actually, he cannot be regenerated! So I can attack and take a pot shot at the Gameslayer and feel good about it. Which is, I guess, what I'm going to do. Okay, let's do just that. Take a pot shot, an honorable last charge, because I'll be dead, not in the next 10 maybe, but soon after that I will die. And there is no reason to doubt that whatsoever. Also, I just realized he can kill my Ambassador Oak. Doesn't matter, honestly. I mean, it is a mistake I shouldn't have made, but... At the same time, really, I was supposed to juggle him back and forth, but still, juggling this Acidic Slime is better, that's the first thing I need to mention, and secondly, I guess I won anyway, so yeah. Although without the Ambassador Oak, I cannot replenish my tokens, so this guy is going to be even more effective. Because he will force me to keep sacrificing my creatures, and I will not have a lot of creatures in my... on the battlefield anyway. So I made a big mistake by attacking Ambassador Oak. Maybe the game wasn't lost just yet. Actually it was. He can fly over my defenses and attack me anyway, and I have nothing to attack a flying creature with. So it's dead anyway. And he's got also an exalted haste guy. Yay! That's such an overkill right now. It's not even fun. I guess it is funny for you, but it doesn't really matter. Will he be able to kill me in this turn? Yes, he will. He's got 5 exalted cards. GG! You bastard, you won again. Actually, wait a second. Why did those guys not do anything? Oh, because he's going to sacrifice me now, and then he will actually exalt. Yeah, GG. That was a little bit annoying. I was very unlucky by not getting my hands. If I was able to start the Jaguar earlier on, then I could have won this even with this Nafarox on the battlefield, because just maybe I would have enough creatures to overpower Gameslayer. Anyway, that was not the case. I was mana starved and I died as a direct result of that. Sad but true, it does happen. Now, I have to go for Exalted Darkness as a direct result of that. Why? Because that's the only card deck I still have. I also have the Crosswinds, but in all fairness, I think that unless you're very lucky with the draw that you get with the Crosswinds, it isn't the most powerful deck. While the Exalted Darkness, it is almost always good, and it can be very powerful. And I need to stay in the game because it is 3-2. If Gameslayer wins one more game, he wins. If he doesn't, he still is just one game from victory. So, Exalted Darkness it is. Let's proceed with the next game. We're back with game number 6, and I can bet that the Gameslayer went for Celestial Light deck, because that's the deck he still has. He could either go for that or for a pure green deck, and Celestial Light is very powerful. He will basically be able to boost his health into infinity and stay alive forever as a direct result of that. My hand is not the best, but it is very powerful early on, and look at here, Celestial Light! I'm so surprised! And that's a very good start, and that's basically what is going to keep happening until forever. So, I think it was a good idea for me to go for Exalted Darkness, because at least they have a bigger chance of dealing with Gameslayer than the Crosswinds would otherwise have. So let's keep trying to, pump up some decent creatures, deal some damage to Gameslayer. I need to deal a lot of damage to him, by the way, because he will... Every turn he will gain like 25 billion health, and I'll need to deal more than that to actually change the course of the action in any way, shape or form. And at the same time, Gameslayer can attack me freely, and I don't really have any ways to heal, although I do have a lifelink vampire who can actually heal me, but she doesn't have Exalted, so she's not as useful as one could hope. And also, yeah, extra free life, 2/4 creature. Yeah, I feel like I would lose this best of 7. I mean, I always knew that I'm going to lose this best of 7. It is... I never have too good of a luck, but... yeah. Gameslayer. He is very lucky person in the Magic the Gathering. He really is. And this deck he saved up for last is a very powerful deck he saved up for last. So it is to be expected that he's going to win. Target creatures gains +1/+1 and against first strike until end of turn. Not too bad, exactly not what I need right now, however. So let's not do that. Instead, I could get my Child of Night up on the battlefield, so that later on I can start attacking Gameslayer and still regain some life from that. I think I'll do that. I will not have my Exalted card, but I'll still be able to deal some damage to Gameslayer, which is nice, and heal up in the process, which is also very nice, isn't it? Okay, my card is Exalted, so it gave itself 1 attack. So yeah, take that 1 damage, Gameslayer. It's not like you're going to hit me for 2 and still have a 2/4 card, which is a very powerful card. And now he'll cast something that will give him, let's say, 4 life. 4 life, I assume, and it's going to be a very powerful card as well. It's actually, no, that's a 3/3 and a lifelink and a trample. Yeah. Will he just kill me with a single card? Because this would be embarrassing. I mean, I can save up for regeneration, but it will take me just at least 2 more turns to be able to regenerate anything. So that's not really a valid course of action, and I'm out of cards. I thought I have more lands than that. Very strange. Anyway, what do I want to go for? Oh, I do have that, so let's play... I don't want to cast this guy with both of my light cards. Instead, I want to cast this guy, saving my 1 light thingy, so that I can cast this instead, and maybe just kill Gameslayer if he is too stupid to realize that I can actually kill him as well. I actually cannot. Wait, maybe I can. Yes, I can, but he will not be stupid enough to actually block. He knows that something is up, and that... Actually, I could kill him right now, just with this Seize the Initiative card. Unless he blocks, and just to make sure that I don't have this card, but I don't think he would do that. No, he would not. Since the Initiative card is fairly nice, but I couldn't use it to defend my cards, because with what Exalted, none of my cards really have a damage potential to actually kill Gameslayer's card and still survive it. So since the Initiative would be fairly pointless now, wouldn't it? Okay, Gameslayer, what you gonna do? Come on, come on to me. Now the cool thing is that because he's not blocking my vampire, he is also letting me regain my health, so now I actually have more health than he does, which is a little bit hilarious, so you never know, I might somehow be able to survive this match, but he does have the hammer. I just realized again. Warhammer, very powerful, he's going to own me with that. I mean, trample, lifelink, +3, yeah, he's going for it. And he's going to start hammering me to death, and there will be literally nothing I will be able to do about that, unfortunately. What did he not attack? That's a little bit strange. I guess he was really afraid of something, I don't really know what. Okay, so let's cast my Raven Squire, then cast my Duty Bound Dead. Yeah, okay, so let's start with Raven Squire. Is here a Raven Squire? No, Aven Squire, right. Then a Duty Bound Dead, and then I still have to seize the initiative if I need it. So let's do that, attack with my vampire so that I can regain some health, deal some damage to Gameslayer as well, because look at the exhaustion. Yeah, +4/+4 I'll gain from this exhaustion. He will not actually be able to kill my card this turn unless he's got some kind of instant that he can pop out. And I will regain 6 life. So actually he does block it. And he wants to kill my card, so let's pop this is the initiative so that I gain a first strike +1/+1, and he will just die with no mercy. I mean, I guess I use the Seize Initiative to kill a much weaker card, but at least it's down for the count, as is the enchantment that was on this card as well. So 2/4 I killed for the use of 1 mana, which is not too bad. But now he's got a Flying Lifelink Angel, Seraph of Dawn, who's a very powerful not strange, but frightening card, and it can give the Gameslayer a lot of life as well. Oh well, I have a land, however, with Exhaustion, which is nice, and I can get another Child of Night. Do I really want to do that though? Because otherwise I could just get this Exalted, this Duty Bound Dead that will regenerate him, but that doesn't really matter. I'm still going to attack him with my Vampire, and he'll be buffed enough so that I don't have to be worried about the Seraph. So let's just get another Vampire on the field, and attack with my Vampire, because hey, why not? He's got a big damage potential, he can heal me up as well, and ironically enough, even though Gameslayer is the one who's playing with the deck that is supposed to give him an almost insane amount of life, I'm the guy who's actually got a lot of life and he doesn't. Which makes me rather happy. Am I recording this, by the way? Yes, I am. Sorry, I had to check that. Also, just realized I forgot to change the resolution of this game before we started playing, so I might play in a little bit of a weird resolution for you. I'm sorry, I should have set it to widescreen. I didn't, I forgot. Sorry, I guess you have to suffer through it. Maybe next time I record some Magic the Gathering, I will be able to fix that. Maybe, just maybe, I'm not too sure about this. Okay, so, Gameslayer, he's going to attach the Warhammer to his card. Doesn't really matter all that much, because even with the Warhammer, I still have more damage potential, and yeah, he doesn't want to attack. He knows... wait, now he attacks. So actually, yeah, he does want to attack, even though... Oh yeah, I guess he just wants to regain some life. And makes sense, makes sense. I would honestly probably use this guy for blocking, but wait. For blocking, he wouldn't be able to do that, because I'll out-damage him. So he doesn't really have any other choice but to attack with this guy and give him more life. And look at that, I have the hamster! I could have got the hamster, because it looks like a hamster, and it is just such a powerful card. Man, guess he's gonna be mad! Oh boy, yeah, all my black and white creatures gain +1. I don't think I have any black and white creature just yet, so no creature got +2. But still, now my Vampire is just so beefy, especially with the exhaustion. Yeah, Gameslayer is going to die in a few more turns unless he has got a card that can actually save him. There are cards in his deck that would allow him to do so. They are insanely powerful, giving like 25 billion life per turn. No, or maybe not this amount of life, but still a lot of life per turn. And yeah, he's got the potential to stop me if he's got the right cards. He might not. He may have run out some pool cards. I mean, so far his cards were fairly great. And that, by the way, this is the most confusing card I have ever seen. It's white, it's dead thing, it falls all flat out on some spikes, and I have no idea what is going on with it. Seriously. Anyway, obviously I'm not going to block. I could sacrifice both of my Avens to kill this flyer. No, thank you, because I would rather have them give me extra exhaustion points to my Vampire, who is becoming more powerful as a direct result of that. A land card, not exactly what I need. I would like another exalted creature, but I guess that's okay. I don't want to skip attack, so let's... Last place card, I wanted to make sure that I don't click on skip attack by accident. Use my Vampire. Gameslayer is going to most likely sacrifice his Sylph Ascendant to make sure that he survives for a little bit longer. And he makes sure that he actually gains more life, because keep in mind, each time he gets 5 life because of his attack, and he might not be able to kill me because I gain like 8 life per turn, but it doesn't matter, because if he's got like 30 life, then there's a card he can play that will instantly win him the game if he's at 30 life or more. Or maybe it was 40, I don't remember. Either way, I cannot let him amass too much health, which is what he's doing right now. So it's a little bit of a problem, and he continuously casts more cards so that I cannot actually attack him efficiently. So you know what, if he attacks me with this flank guy, which he just did, then maybe in the next turn I should just attack with everything I've got, because he will not be able to block all the damage, and at least I will deal some damage, which is probably a good idea. He will be able to kill one of my vampires as a direct result of that, but you know what, this might be a beneficial idea. Let's get more Swamp, by the way, because hey, why not? Actually, I can regenerate the duty-bound dead, so I can attack with those guys. So yeah, just attack with everything I've got. Guess I cannot stop me, really. Let's not risk my hamster, because he might have something to kill him. So let's not risk that, but let's attack with everything else. He will kill my vampire, but I will have 1 vampire left. And either way, I will regain 4 life. No, actually, I will regain 6 life this turn, and deal a lot of damage to Gameslayer anyway. He will lose his body block. And yeah, I think I did a very smart job. If you're playing with Exalted deck, it doesn't mean you have to use a single card every turn. You can just do what I just did in this situation, which was a better idea, because I don't want Gameslayer to just continue stockpiling on his health. This would be bad. It could mean that he would actually be able to kill me at some point in the future just by popping out this card that gives me instant win if he's got enough life. Alright, this is one of the cards he's got that is very powerful. Wow! Okay. Hold on a second, I want to read the description of this card when I can. So let's stop timer, let's see what it does exactly, because it is ridiculous. +3/+3, that is sick! Whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, double its controller's life total. What?! Yeah, that's... okay. That is where things go a little bit ridiculous, because now Gameslayer is just going to gain like 25 billion life. Literally, that's one of the cards I was talking about. There are cards that are even more powerful, but that's definitely one of the cards I was talking about. Why is there nothing going on? Oh, we are out of sync. It happens with, you know, Magic the Gathering. Either that or Gameslayer disconnected. I hope he didn't, because this match is still undecided. He did get the most powerful cards he could hope for. This is exactly what he needed. Look at that, 40 HP right there. That's so not fair. And I don't have anything to, you know, use against this, which is very annoying. I might random the card I need, but right now, no matter what I do, I will not be able to do enough damage to Gameslayer to kill him. He'll just double the amount of life he's got every turn, no matter what happens. Which is sickly ridiculous, if you ask me. But there's nothing I can do about it, sadly. This is where things go a little bit lol, because we both heal more damage than we are able to do to each other every turn. But things go in his favor still, because he's got this card that allows him to win instantly if he's got enough life. So, yeah, is this... OMG, he didn't just get... 3 life at the beginning of his upkeep. That's the other card I was talking about. He's got his most powerful key signature cards, all of them. He's so lucky, I can't even believe it. Let's keep blocking, I mean, there's nothing I can do. But I lost. I mean, this game, this match, this particular match we're playing, it will last for absolutely forever, but there's nothing we can do, really. I can tap a creature. How so? Oh, because, yeah, like that. Okay, I remember now. Not sure if that was all that really good, but at least... I mean, I'd rather kill this guy than actually have him tapped, but at least I'll do some more damage to Gameslayer. Not like it matters, he'll gain like a few hundred HP the next turn and continue gaining more HP every turn. This is so ridiculous. And sooner or later he will run out of the card that will allow him to win the game instantly. So no matter what I do, it's just a race against time. If I get a card that allows me to kill one of his cards instantly, which I don't think I even have in my deck, then I will be able to win, maybe, but chances of me winning are dropping very rapidly, very quickly. Gameslayer got the absolute optimal set of cards he needed to win. This is exactly what Celestial Light is all about. Infinite amount of life and just impossibility to kill the Gameslayer. I mean, I can attack him every turn, and I can keep gaining more life than he is actually capable of dealing to me, but it doesn't matter. As soon as he gets this one card, he wins. I'm not salty about this. I mean, it was a good match. a fairly good match. I was hoping that we would actually get to match number 7. Right now it looks like Gensler will win this game 4-2, but you know, I did have some wins. It was unfortunate that he was able to pull this kind of victory on me, and he now actually will start to deal more damage to me than I'll be able to heal, so I guess this game will end at some point in time. Good to know, I guess. Skip blocking. Actually, I could have blocked with my GT Bond dead because they have regeneration. I forgot about that. I will remember about it next time. Doesn't really matter because damage dealt to me is not what is going to... 170 damage, wow. Anyway, yeah, I've got another Exalted card, yay, and... Yes! Yes! Setup of Dawn is no more. I might be still in this. But I have to deal 150 damage to Gensler ASAP because otherwise he will just be able to win the game by getting this card that instantly wins him the game when he's got enough HP, and he definitely has enough HP. Still though, this one draw allowed me to kind of pretend like I have a chance. I don't think I really do, but I can still deal some damage to Gensler, not a lot though. I mean 10 damage per 10. It used to be an amazing amount of damage that I would be able to deal, but now it's not. I mean, it will take me 17 turns to actually kill. I mean, not 17, but 18 turns to kill Gensler. So it is a little bit difficult to do anything to him, especially since he actually can regain 3 life per 10. So it will take me even longer than that to actually kill him. What spells he casts cost 1 less. Doesn't really matter because you know. The only thing that can make him win the game now is if he's got this card that can make him instantly win the game. That's basically the only thing he can use to win, which he will be able to use at some point. But he's still got 42 cards in his library, so it'll take him a while to actually get to that point. I can let 10 damage slide. I will be able to heal for 10 damage every 10, so I should have defended with my GT Bond dead again! I'm so stupid! Wow, I cannot believe that. But he's got Trump away anyway, so it wouldn't matter actually, I just realized. But actually I would be able to block with 3 of them, so then again, doesn't matter. No, it doesn't, because I can heal for 10 damage every 10 anyway, so I'll just be stuck at 29 health every 10 for all eternity. So yeah. Anyway, next turn I guess I will block the enemy and regenerate just so that he deals 3 less damage to me and I actually start healing, because it's important that I do, because just maybe he'll get another powerful damage dealer. I think he does have some powerful damage there still in his deck. Oh yeah, he definitely has. I just realized there's one very powerful card that could win the game, even without this card that makes him instantly win the game. There's one card very powerful. There are 2 very powerful cards that now that I think of it. One is a legendary, I think, but the other is just going to summon 9 cards on the battlefield. Not 9 cards, it's an X-cost card, which means that he can pump out as many lands to this card as he wants to, and the amount of lands he pumps into this card will allow him to put the cards on the battlefield, and those cards are 1/1 or maybe even 2/2, I don't remember, and then he'll be able to overwhelm me just like that, so that's a problem. Anyway, he didn't actually, he looks like he wants to attack. Oh yeah, because if I attack, he will be able to kill my vampire. I see, that's smart. But I noticed that, so let's just fly in and attack, and this should be good. I will not be able to heal, but he didn't attack me in the last turn, so it's okay. And you know what, I was really afraid of letting him actually, you know, killing my vampire, because my vampire would be like 10-9 after exhaustion. He deals 10 damage per 10 if he wants to, so he would be able to kill my vampire, and I would be in a little bit of a problem. But now I can just use my Aim Squire to deal some damage against that anyway. Not enough, mind you. I mean, the Gensler is still going to continue regaining health, and he's actually regaining health faster than I'm able to deal with him. Yeah, I need my signature card. I need the legendary card Gensler had last time, and oh no. Oh no. GG, that's the other card I was thinking about. It's not even legendary, but I won with this card last time I played against Gensler, and I had the Celestial Might. Come on, game, you're giving Gensler all the powerful cards. I demand that I get my legendary card. I demand that this is... Hold on a second. Doomblade. That's nice. Okay, what do I want to attack with? If I attack with Vampire, then Gensler will know something is up, but doesn't matter. I can cast my Doomblade anyway. So let's see what he does with that. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait. He does have 2 cards that he's saving. I know he's saving those. This could be anything, literally. Maybe some kind of very powerful buff card. Maybe he kills something card. I don't know. It could be literally anything. So let's just attack again. So see if he blocks. He does not. He lets this damage come through. I deal a lot of damage, right? And now let's see what he does. Alright, I'm not going to use my Doomblade just yet. I mean, I should have maybe used it on this card so that he wouldn't get an additional counter on the Primate. But he did, so that's a little bit late. He's got now more lands, which doesn't matter because he got a ton of those anyway. And let's see what happens. Does he attack me in this turn or not? Even if he doesn't, I'll still kill his guy. Because I need to do so. I cannot let this guy live and keep killing him all over and over and over again. So let's just wait for what the gameslayer is doing. He is not doing anything, so let's just kill this guy. Alright. Okay, I'm fine with that. So, Doomblade, wait, I did choose... Oh, another creature to destroy. Fine by me! I just realized I had the hamster! Oh boy, this is very cool. And what on earth just happened? Why didn't I destroy this guy? What the F? Why didn't he die? Why didn't he die? I don't get it. Game... Did it bug out? It feels like it bugged out because this guy was supposed to die. Choose a creature to destroy. I clicked on this guy and he's just like, yeah, I don't feel like dying. And he's still there. So what the effing F just happened? Whatever, attack with my vampire. No, seriously, what did happen? What did just... I think the game bagged out. I honestly cannot think of anything else. There are no cards that could cause this card to stay alive in the game. Is it the hamster? Whenever you cast a black spell, you may destroy a target creature if it's tapped. If it's tapped! I didn't read that. Okay, I'm such a mindless guy. Okay, that's good to know. I was happy for no reason. Oh well. I do need to kill this guy because he will now continue to be buffed, to buff himself every time he attacks, because he will, Gensler would attach the Warhammer to this guy and he'll be able to heal each turn, and each turn he will heal this guy, and oh no, what is this? Destroy target artifact and enchantment, you gain 4 life. Oh. Just goes, yeah, extra 5. Okay, I see how it goes. Okay, he attached a hammer to this guy. That's interesting, but I will be able to kill this guy with my Duty Bound Dead if Gensler attacks with him. I will lose a Duty Bound Dead though. In fact, I will lose... No, I have regeneration. And I have enough mana to regenerate both of those guys. So it's good, so let's just do that. Block you, block, stop timer, and regenerate both of them. Activate ability, stop timer, regenerate you as well. Activate ability. And now neither of those guys will die, but they will kill this guy without him dealing any damage to me. But he will, the life tap will actually come through, so this guy will gain an additional counter on him. So I need to get some kind of card that will allow me to eliminate this guy. But I think this was my only Doomblade. I might have one more, but the chance of me getting this Doomblade is fairly small. And the longer we wait, the more of a chance there is that the gameslayer will actually gain his card that lets him win the game if he's got enough life. Anyway, and another land! That's so useful. Thank you, game. I much appreciate it. Okay, let's attack. He will actually be able to kill my vampire instantly, but I will be able to kill his primate as well if he chooses to block me. So let's do that. I will go for this kind of, you know, exchange any day of the week, because he can continuously gain power with this little card of his. While my vampire, as amazing as it is with his life-sucking abilities, he's just, you know, he would just fall over and die. I mean, no, that's not what I was trying to say. He's amazing, but he's not irreplaceable. I mean, this is my only way to regain health. But yeah, I guess it was not retarded enough. That's annoying, but hey, what can I do? Okay, that's some damage. Problem is, this guy would heal Gensler up every 10, and every 10 he will gain additional counter, so he will be like 20-20 very soon. And another Pride Bait! Come on, Gensler, that is going to fight. So I'm offering. Yes, of course. You son of a bastard. I mean, I knew he's going to win, right? Because he's got 158 HP, which is a lot! And he can just cast this card whenever he gets it. And he will get it sooner or later. And even if he wouldn't, then he's going to run out of cards in his library faster than I will. By 1/10. So, you know, waiting is not an option. Exalted Haste, yeah, that's nice. I can destroy a tapped creature. Nothing is tapped. I should have waited until getting a white creature so I could tap one of those guys. But it's too late, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, well, yeah. Choose a creature to attack with. Well, of course, I will do that. Attack with my vampire. I would gladly kill him if I could, at all, if it was at all possible. I can still kill him if the guess I chooses to defend with this guy, and this would be by, you know, largely beneficial. It would be definitely be beneficial, but by now I guess I can just overwhelm me. He was always able to do so, but now he's even more so able to do so because he can just regain life every 10, get those counters going, and soon he will have 20 creatures on his side of the field. Well, I have a creature that is occasionally becoming 11-10, which is nice, but nowhere near as powerful as what Gensai can get. Still, that's a nice final match, I think. It is fitting for this best of 7. It is going to be an enormously long videocast though. I have no idea how I am going to be able to upload other videocasts by today, so that they are able, so that, you know, you're able to watch them when I'm gone. This might be a problem. Maybe I made a mistake by playing this match with Gensai, but oh well, it's too late now, isn't it? Okay. Attack with my vampire, because I can still kill this guy with my vampire, so yes, by all means, let's do that. Thank you very much. Come on. The annoying part is that it's costing us a lot of time is the fact that every time I attack, the Exotic has to come through, and it has to, you know, blink around every single card I have, which takes a long time and whatnot, and it's not all that amazing. You know, we could do without it, couldn't we? Anyway, 11 damage, that's nice, but gameslayer is going to heal for 10, and it's just going to be a never-ending story. He's still not too stupid to defend, annoyingly enough. Unlike me, Gensai doesn't make as many mistakes. His videocasts are less entertaining as a direct result of that, because he tends to forget to speak every now and again. Not every his cast, I do like his casts sometimes, but sometimes he just forgets to speak, and that's because he's concentrating it too much. That's why he's winning on his casts as well, but you know what I'm trying to say. And if you don't know, then don't worry, because I don't know it either. Okay, Gensai has still got no more cards, but the cards he's got, he keeps getting his key signature cards, which I guess is kind of ironic because it feels like every card in his deck is his signature card, but that's not really the case. He just got lucky with the cards he had so far. And more land! I'm so happy! Totally what I need right now, not really no. Anyway, keep attacking with my vampire. I can still kill this guy, and yet again, until he's got 11 health on him, 11 toughness as it is called in this game, I might as well continue attacking. But this game is getting a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? At least I'm healing more damage than Gensai is dealing to me, and he is losing more damage than he's able to heal, because he hasn't attacked in a while now. In fact, you know why? Because he is probably afraid that I could use all my creatures to kill his card and still have some creatures left, maybe. Maybe he did the math that I didn't do, and if that's the case, then he knows that. Then again, if I sacrifice all my creatures to kill his 2 creatures, then he's still got the advantage because he's got this Warhammer and Divine Favor F you. He's got the Warhammer, that's the problem, and as soon as he pops this one card that allows him to win instantly the game, then, you know, it's game over. So I need to have this damage potential. I couldn't really block with everything I have anyway. But honestly, I probably would do so anyway. And what is that? Oh, that's a very nice card. Unblockable and has Shroud. Very, very powerful card. Totally useless to me now, unfortunately. Well, I might as well, you know, cast it. Do I want to attach it to my vampire, though? Or do I want to attach it to somebody who deals more damage? Well, I can always reattach it. The thing is, I want Gensai to block my vampire so that his one dies. But honestly, it doesn't really matter what I do. Activate ability, attach to my vampire. He cannot do anything to kill my vampire now unless I defend with him, which is something what I might do, but you know. If you don't know, then too bad. Also, why can I still stay in the game? Because I can regenerate? That's strange. Oh, because I can actually buff this guy so that I can re-equip it. Okay, I see. That was a little bit confusing. Okay, let's attack. I guess I cannot do anything about it. Doesn't matter anyway, because I'll actually like him to block. Actually, no, I wouldn't, because now we're getting into the territory when I'm unable to kill his Pride mate instantly, because I do not have enough damage. I mean, I think I have 11. Yes, I will have 11, so I would still be able to attack him, but it's better that I am able to counter him, block him, if at all possible. Alright, so let's get the damage through. I really do need a very good card. I need the legendary card that gameslayer had in his last match. I have this card in my deck, but I couldn't get it. 31 cards. How much you want to bet that it is my last card on the bottom of my deck? How much you want to bet that it's the case? Okay, what did I get? Exalted. And that's it. Well, I guess that's additional Exalted. Should I save this card actually? Hope that I get a white card so that then I can tap this guy and kill him by casting this card. I'm going to save it. I'm going to play it smart. So, you know, maybe I'll actually be able to turn this around and end this cast instead of making it infinitely long. Man, it is a long cast by now. Am I even recalling this match? Yes, I am. I would be rather annoyed if I were not. Okay. Keep on going, game. I know you wanna. Yeah, it would be much faster if I didn't have to watch through this exalted animation every effing time, but whatever. 11 damage is going to be dealt. I still am saving my card to get rid of Gainslayer's card, especially since, you know what, the other problem is, if I get on my white card, and then I can use my white-black combo to actually kill this card he's got to instantly win the game, then I could actually use this white-black combo to kill the card that would otherwise let him instantly win the game, and then he would still win the game. Why? Because I'm unable to deal 106 damage to him within 30 turns even, and yeah. And he would just starve me to death with my library, which is also another, I guess, way to win the game. Rather amusing way, but still a way regardless. If gameslayer disconnects though, I'll claim the victory, just cause why not? You know, you never know, I could have actually won this. If I got my legendary card, which I might get, then I will just roll stomp him. I mean, I'll destroy every card he's got, every 10, and I'll fly over his cards, so... And it would be an exalted 5/5 creature. Yeah, he would die. He would die so very badly. Even if he got his card that would let him instantly win the game. So it's a race. Who can get the best card first? Either he, with his card that actually lets him, you know, instantly win the game, or me with my legendary card. Okay, let's do the countdown. 11 damage. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can do that, yes. So... let's attack him with everything I've got. Like that, like that, like that. And let's make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's good enough. Let's block stop timer, regenerate my duty bound dead because I do need those exalted guys. Activate the ability. Stop timer again, regenerate this guy. Activate the ability. Stop timer again, regenerate this guy. Activate the ability. Thank you very much, and this guy is dead. The other guy will gain some life, but at the very least, this guy is over with. And I don't know. I just want him off my face, and this is going to be rather amusing. Boom. Damage dealt. Damage continuously dealt. Wow. This single guy, I have to admit, is just dealing a lot of damage to everybody. But whatever. Also, this thing when it is destroyed, what does it do? I don't know, it's strange that it did blink like that. Whatever, now he's got a 5/5, but I still have some cards that are exalted. And I still have my life-sucking ability, I still have my hamster, which is very powerful. I think I came out... Yes! Yes! Choose a creature to destroy. Well, it doesn't really matter now, does it? Because he's not tapped, but... Yes! I think I did it! I'm going to save this card again because for the reasons I explained before, but 6/6 legendary card that is going to do it for me. Oh yes. Okay. How much exalted is going to give me? Actually, doesn't matter. I will be able to kill his Pramade if he tries, Pridemate, whatever, if he tries to defend, so I might as well attack. Besides, I'm unblockable, I just realized, so I should attack anyway. Deal as much damage as I can. Because, you know, this way I will win this game faster, but now I think I might actually win this. I know, it sounds crazy, but with my legendary card, it's actually a possibility. And I don't think gameslayer actually has any possibility of killing this card, especially when I do that. To make sure that this guy cannot be targeted by any of the abilities that the gameslayer has, and cannot be blocked either. This is going to be sick. If I'm able to kill gameslayer when he used to have like almost 200 HP, then I will be very happy. all in his face, and we actually have one more match, which is going to be a little bit annoying because this match feels like the perfect match to end the series. But you know what, when I can win this best of 7, then by all means I would like to. I would like to. It is going to be like a 2-hour video, don't get me wrong, but whatever, 2-hour video every now and again, that cannot hurt. It probably means that I'll be able to upload one less videocast for when I'm away, but whatever. Okay, do I want to block? Why not? I will be able to regenerate this guy and nobody else, so let's just block with this guy, regenerate him. And I wasn't able to. Why did that's really strange. I used the ability and it didn't go through. That's really strange. I mean, I didn't have time to click, but whatever. Okay, I've got my ring as well, so I can regenerate equipped creature, and it gains +1/+1 every time if it's black. You know what is going to happen now, don't you? Equip. Yeah, let's use the white. Let's equip it on. Oh, I cannot. That's lol. Okay, so let's equip it on my hamster for now. Oh, my duty bound dead. Okay, that's a little bit funny. Yeah, so I couldn't equip it on my own creature because it is actually shrouded. Although shroud is supposed to only block negative effects, isn't it? Oh no, it's shroud and not hexproof. Okay, okay, that's where the confusion came from. Okay, so let's unequip that. Right. So let's give that to the hamster, let's say, because why not? Lols. Then let us re-equip the ring. No, I don't want to regenerate. Close. I want to equip it on my activate ability on my legendary creature. Thank you very much. Then I want the shroud and unblock ability. Yes, activate the ability on my legendary creature, and now it is a very beefy guy indeed. And against it, I can do nothing to him. Okay, let's continue. This must have been fairly amusing for him to watch. And attack! Yes! This is so enjoyable. By being able to turn this around, it is still going to take me for effing ever to actually kill Gameslayer, don't get me wrong. But at least I feel like I actually won. Because, yeah, just like that. 10 damage per turn, it will take forever. I'm not sure if I need to record this. Well, if Gameslayer draws mana in the next turn, I guess I'll pause recording. Although, I shouldn't really do that, because Fraps and... no, Magic the Gathering has this weird thing when interacting with Fraps. So when I press stop recording with Fraps, I lose like a few minutes of the previous recording and I couldn't do anything about it. So, yeah. Additional mana. Okay, let's not do anything. I do want to save up this guy. I mean, casting him on the field would be nice because I'll actually be able to kill against faster, but I have this ring that gives +1/+1 every 10, so it will not take all that long to actually kill Gameslayer. And as I said, I want to save this card and make sure that I do have this white card as well in case Gameslayer is able to pop out, like maybe 2 of those cards that I can actually win him the game instantly. You never know, maybe he's got 2. I don't think his deck does have those 2 of those cards, but better safe than sorry. Alright, come on Gameslayer, do something or just surrender, because I don't think there's anything Gameslayer can now do to actually survive the game. He definitely cannot kill me in time. I mean, no, yeah, he cannot kill me. I mean, I have too much health. Even if he's got something that is unblockable and deals 25 damage per turn, I will still probably win. And he's got a lifelink creature, which is an annoying guy, but he cannot do anything, literally. He can attach Warhammer to him, be very annoying, buy him a little bit more time, but he will lose his creature card when I attack, because I've got my legendary signature card. So yeah, that's just that. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah. Extra point in... oh, whoa. I can get another ring. Yes, by all means. I mean, it would be a little bit annoying, because now what I need to do is unequip my shroud, attach it to... yeah, activate ability, attach it to my vampire, because why not? Then equip my ring, activate ability on my legendary creature. Oh, this is hilarious. And then equip my shroud, yes please, on my most powerful card, just like that. And then continue onwards, I guess. So, attack, dispatch the enemy card, because I can do so just like that by attacking, which is amazing. Exalt myself to powerfulness. Sooner or later I will deal like 20 damage per turn, so really it's not too long until Gameslayer will be dead, just like I said. He lost his card, which is very sad indeed. He's unable to do anything. Even if he does get this card that has ability to make him win the game instantly, then he will die anyway. But he might cast another card, you know, next to the card that will make him win instantly. So he'll cast 2 cards at once, and then he will be able to choose which cards I kill. He'll choose the card that doesn't make him win the game, and then he will win the game. So I need the backup option in the form of another white card. I don't have it. I can get a Tormented Soul, but you know what? This is the black card I need. Instead, I would rather have my Exalted Kai. Choose a creature to destroy. Oh, do I have to destroy a creature? No, I don't. Okay, whew. For a second I was afraid I actually had to destroy a creature and I would have to sacrifice my duty-bound dead, which would not be all that great, would it now? Okay, let's continue onwards. And let's attack with my Mighty Legendary card. And I will pause the videocast soon. If Gameslayer doesn't draw any mana, I'll pause the videocast then, because, you know, I don't know when Fraps will choose to pause the recording when I actually press the stop recording button, because that's how my NTG works randomly. So let's wait for a bit. Maybe watch some damage effects, maybe it will be very sparkly and whatnot. Nah, not that great. I'm waiting for more awesome effects. I think I'm also bleeding a little bit in my mouth, because I can feel the taste of blood. Anyway, Gameslayer, do you have anything you want to do, or do you want me to pause the recording for 1 turn? I think he wants me to pause the recording for 1 turn. Does he? Yes, he does. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm now back, even though there's still this thing going on, but I thought it is very important to show you this update. Not sure if you even heard the thing that when I said that I will be right back, because, as I said, I don't know how NTG interacts with Fraps. Sometimes it just stops recording before I actually press the recording button for random reasons. I mean, it cuts the last few minutes of the recording, so I can never tell. So I got this amazing card, Angelic Benediction, whatever. So it is going to, first of all, it's exalted again. And secondly, I can tap whatever creature I want to when my creature attacks alone. Which is nice, because then I can just finish the enemy creature with my black card, which is exactly what I need, so that's nice. And Gameslayer, annoyingly enough, he's got a guy that will give him extra life and actually make him stay in the game for a little bit longer. Another card, okay, he'll get even more life, and now the card that will make him win instantly, is he going to play it or does he not have it yet? No, I don't think he has it. He just attached a Warhammer. Alrighty then. Let's just wait. Okay, he'll probably make the Beast Strider die. That's what I would do, at least if I were him. And boy, this guy is getting ridiculous. 14-14, even without the exalted effect. Yes, please, by all means. Okay, so let us attack. Yes, choose a creature to tap. Let's tap this guy. Doesn't really matter because he was unable to block me anyway, but hey, might as well. And then as the Gameslayer will sacrifice this 3/3 Strider. That's obviously what is going to happen. I mean, that's what I would do. The 5/2 is more powerful and it does have some lifelink as well. So, you know, he would be able to do something. Somebody is phoning me, but sorry, my friend, it is actually one of my good friends. But I cannot answer that, I'm busy. As you can see, 20 out of 20 damage. That is a lot. Yeah, let's continue this onslaught, and I think things are going really okay for me. Okay, so he's got another Sunstriker, so he does intend on keeping his Sky Guard alive, which is a little bit annoying because, you know, actually hold on a second. Oh yeah, I cannot do anything. I forgot. Because he will be able to regain quite a bit of life as the direct result of that and stay in the game for a little bit longer. Gameslayer, he really hopes he can get this creature that would allow him to win instantly. It's like he doesn't know that I can actually now, I couldn't kill him because he's got too many creatures. I can at most kill 2 creatures in a single turn, not 3. So he's got himself in a very decent position, but I can kill a creature of his right now, just like that, so that's nice. Just a creature to tap this guy, because hell, why not? Exalt my selfness to I'm awesome and deal how much damage now? 19, 20, I think it will be 21 maybe? No, it will be more than that. Last time I did 21, so it will be more than that. 20, 21, who gives me more? 22 soon? And 20, no, that's just, no, 22, that's right. Okay, that was very cool. So, right, in the next turn, Gameslayer will die unless he attacks, so then if he does attack, I think he'll still die in the next turn because of my rings. No, whatever, I forgot. I'm thinking about what I wanted to say, and this is that I'm actually bleeding a little bit from my mouth. I think I bit myself in all the stocking, so I appreciate what I'm going through to give you this videocast. First of all, it is incredibly long, so my throat is like in a bad state right now. Secondly, I'm bleeding right now, internally, if you can call that, when you're bleeding from the inside side of your cheek, but whatever, let's pretend like it's the case. And then another exalted, yes please. Choose a creature to destroy, let's kill this guy. And that will be GG. After a very, very long matchup, which I was certain I would lose, I was actually able to win. I don't want to tap anything, why would I? So, gameslayer, good going, and we've got one more match to actually play, which is incredible. Best of 7 going into a best of 7, which is not something I actually expected. I've gotta be honest, this is totally not what I thought would happen. Anyway, I will overkill guys. Wait a second. No, I will not. 24 damage. No, 25. Good. I didn't make any mistakes. Okay. Kill this guy by dealing exactly 25 damage out of 25 necessary. Good going. Very deserved victory in my honest opinion. I was so close to defeat, I thought. I was very lucky gameslayer didn't draw his instant win card when he could. Yeah, won the game and unlocked the card. Thank you very much for that. Last deck I have left for me are the crosswinds now. And last deck that gameslayer has going for him is the Pack Instinct. Pack Instinct beats crosswinds any day of the week, I think. But crazier things have happened. I won this last game when I thought I wouldn't. So stay tuned for the next battle. Alright, the last game has started. Whoever wins this one wins the mini tournament we've got against gameslayer. And this deciding hand is not the best, honestly. It does have a counter, but aside from that, I have no early game potential. Let's draw a new hand. That's even worse, man. I mean, I do have one card, 3 in fact, and this one allows me to get another card. I would rather have that than risk going for an even worse mulligan, so let's try that. It's not going to work out that well. Alright, what should I start with? Well, this Kraken hatchling doesn't matter all that much, so let's instead go for sleight of hand. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into hand and the other on the bottom of the library. Please be an island. There is one. Oh no! Favorable wins on the bottom of the library. It is an amazing card that I need badly, but I need land more than anything. That's very annoying. So one of my signature cards is already gone. I do have another one in this deck, or maybe even 2 more, but still, that's a little bit annoying. As I said, there's only one deck that gameslayer has left, but oh! That was lucky, wasn't it? Anyway, let's get my last man on the field, which sounds kind of bad, doesn't it? And what else can I do? I can... you know what, let's cast my hand link so that then I can maybe go for the Distortion Strike on him, which would be kind of hilarious. But, you know, why not? Let's have this a little bit of defensive potential. Besides, it's not like I can do really anything else in this stand. Alright, I mean, favorable wins I could cast, but right now, of course, we've got a very powerful early game creature that can absolutely annihilate me. That's bad. I mean, actually, he cannot. I've got more health than he does. And hello, what do I have here? Whenever enchanted creature deals damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. Yes, please. Let's enchant this guy. It's not like I could do anything else. And also I could give him 1 damage. Don't know why I would do that, but I can. No, I won't. It does have rebound, so I'll be able to cast the spell again for free, if I'm not mistaken. Honestly though, what's the point? He would be just able to block it and nothing would happen. I'm sorry. I coughed if you couldn't notice. Also, I'm drinking water from a wine glass, or rather I used to drink water from a wine glass because I drank it all, and now I cannot drink anything else. I'm thirsty, I'm really thirsty in fact. I could definitely use a drink. And there's this Emerald Medallion that is going to make things much better for gameslayer. I think he'll just annihilate me, as annoying as it is. Anyway, what do I have? I'm still mana starved. I can't get my fog bank, not needed right now, will be very much so needed later on. So let's get my favorable wins first. It will be useful at some point in the future. Right now, it is not, however. which is a little bit annoying. Okay, no point to attack, no point for gameslayer to attack either, because we cannot do anything to each other. I've got my favorite wins, which gameslayer can kill. He does have the cards that can destroy enchantments. I'm pretty sad, unless I'm mixing decks, but I don't think I am. There's the Stomper guy that can destroy a target artifact or enchantment, so he will be able to destroy this, annoyingly enough. I do have Time Warp, a very powerful ability, able to kill the enemy in a single turn. I mean, 2 turns technically speaking, but whatever. And look at that! He can get this pack leader, and I cannot do anything to him. Annoying, because I do not have enough mana to actually counter whatever gameslayer is doing, which is very annoying. Oh, now I do. Okay, I have this mana, cannot recast another creature. I mean, I could cast this guy. I feel like I should, because this guy can stop taking pot shots at me, but then again, being able to counter whatever he can. I don't want him to draw additional cards, I don't want him to put more units on the battlefield, and he will be able to put some powerful units on the battlefield soon enough. I'm going to take my risk, take my chances and wait, and cast my Fog Bank instead. Make sure I don't take an unnecessary amount of damage, because I cannot heal up in any way, I don't think, with my cards. I don't think there's a card in my deck that can actually make me heal up. So let's do just that, make sure that I take no damage. I cannot counter the enemy now, so gameslayer knows that if he wants to cast something powerful, now's the time to do it. He can cast a 5-cost card, and that's what I was talking about. The House Stomper, destroying my enchantment, and that's the last enchantment of this card I had, I'm pretty certain. So gameslayer so far has been very lucky, and annoyingly enough, he will actually win this tournament, I think. He's got the advantage right now, and he will continue to press the advantage because the deck he's playing is way more powerful than mine. Unless we can both survive until we both, you know, have no more cards to draw from, because then he will actually be the first guy to lose, but you know, doesn't really matter. Okay, let's block the enemy damage like that. Does he have the growth thingy? No, he just wanted to attack to show like he's a boss. He's not, so he's just going to do nothing. Okay. Okay, I actually can return one of his cards to his hand, which will be useful. And that's all I can do. I can also cancel the enemy cards. So I've got a few instances that are kinda good, but I have nothing going for me other than that. I mean, Gameslayer will continue drawing a hand whenever he casts a creature spell, which is good. It will make him run out of creatures faster, but at the same time he will have a better selection of units to cast, and he already has a lot of mana, and he does have... Stop timer! I almost didn't manage to do that. Alright. Let's get rid of the Hydra. I need it gone. It is a very powerful and dangerous card. He's got even better cards, but that's one of the more dangerous ones. Trample 8/8, this would be my death. I mean, I would have to use my Fog Bank every turn to actually block it. Not optimal in the least. Okay, let's continue blocking the damage I can. Let's let the Stomper go through because I don't have any other choice. The next turn I'll just move him back into the enemy's hand because, yeah, that's just what I can do. Keep in mind, Fog Bank is amazing. He's a flying defender, but he... Oh, finally land, thank you. But he also prevents any damage dealt from him or to him, which is nice. Well, great, I got a land, I still cannot do anything else. Cannot cast a Time Warp, cannot cast my Goliath Sphinx, who's a very nice card, but he costs a lot of mana as well. So I'm hoping for another Insight or something else that gives me mana, but actually I can attack in this turn, which I'll gladly do, because this will let me draw a card, and I really need another card right now. Actually, I did no damage, so this... Oh no, I just realized I didn't do any damage, so it didn't do anything. Oh, I'm so stupid. I should have casted my Rebound Distortion Strike. Next turn, I guess I'll do it. It will cost me additional 4 life, which is very annoying. But, oh boy, what does he have now? The Trample of Chroma, whose power and toughness is equal to the number of green mass symbols in the mana cost of permanents you control. He got his signature cards early on. That's his second signature card. I cannot do anything to actually stop him. Anything. I will have to continuously block him with my Fog Bank and just remove other cards that the Gameslayer has, because that's about the extent of what I'm capable of doing. So let's stop that. Get this guy out of the equation because I can, and I will just doing so I will mitigate the damage. Also gain a card, which is nice. Block this guy, take 3 damage in the process, which is the only thing I can do. Unfortunately, my Kraken Hatchery can now no longer attack to give me additional card draw, but at least I did get my island, so now I am able to do precisely nothing again. I can cast my Time Warp. This would be a waste though. I need to wait until I have both of those Goliath Sphinx on the battlefield and then win instantly, but for that, I need to deal some damage, and to deal some damage, I need another island. I need another island. Whoa, I missed this sentence completely. Wow, that was bad. Whatever. What I was trying to say is, I don't even remember what I was trying to say. That's my memory in action. Anyway, gameslayer, show me another signature card you've got. Well, that's what he had already before, so that doesn't change much. No, it doesn't. And oh, Timber's more larva. This is such. I hate this card so much because it's incredibly powerful. I would even argue it's, well, it does cost 4 mana, but it's just so very powerful you cannot even imagine. I need another fog bank. I really do. All right. That's about the extent of what I'm capable of doing now. Do I actually need to waste my time warp in the next turn to survive? I don't think I do. The enemy will think it's against. Wow. He had trample. And the trample went through. What the? It went through the fog bank because fog bank only prevents the damage dealt to the fog bank, not to me. I didn't think it would work like that. That was very anticlimactic. That was very anticlimactic. But gameslayer won. And overall, this was a good series of games. Good game, gameslayer. You did well. You really did well. I salute you. I think I did well as well, winning 3 matches out of 7 matches we played. That was exciting. Anyway, it was PANCZASU, the Mighty Mix Spammer. If you somehow much didn't enjoy this very long videocast, then please do like it. Subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more. Subscribe to Gameslayer's channel maybe, even although he is not that great. I'm joking, by the way. What else? Give me a like, give me a comment, please do give me a comment. I love reading them. I'll not be able to read them instantly because I'm not at home right now, but I'll be able to read them later on when I'm back from my journey to play pen and paper RPG. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you online. Also, I know that I didn't stop recording. I know it. I just make sure that the entire outro is recorded when I stop recording.